the last episode of Kiskinda Kand at the point where King Sugriva's army led by Sri Ram marched towards Lanka. This episode covers the events of Lanka Kand, as Sundar Kand, being Hanuman's travel to Lanka, is not a part of this documentary. From the last location in Kiskinda, Sri Ram, Lakshman and entire Sugriva's army travelled in speed about 600 kilometers south, passing many hills, forests, gardens, streams and rivers with ease, and reached here at the north bank of Kaveri river. This place is located in Gunasalem village, about 25 kilometers northwest of Tiruchirappalli city in Tamil Nadu. The old name of Tiruchirappalli was Trishirappalli, which was the abode of Ravan's brother Trishira, who had three heads, so named after him. Although not associated with Ramayana, there is a famous Vishnu temple or Venkataswara Perumal temple here, one of the oldest Vishnu temples, and associated legend relates to Dwapar Yug. Gita is not with us at this stretch, but our love and Kush in one body, Vijayant, will be with us for the entire episode of Lanka Kand shoot. This is Tiruchirappalli city, often called Trichy, and here is our abode for this leg of the shoot. That's Vijayan, short name Vijay, love and Kush in one body, going for lunch. And the meal on banana leaf. To recap on the map, this is map of Tamil Nadu. From the last location in Kiskinda in Karnataka, Sri Ram, Lakshman and entire Sugriva's army travelled this way following Hanuman's direction and reached here at the bank of Kaveri river near Tiruchirappalli. From here they proceeded further southeast this way towards a possible ocean shore. After crossing the Kaveri river at the last location, the whole army marched east along the south bank of a tributary Kudamurti river and reached here. According to popular legend, Sri Ram prayed to Lord Shiva here in order to free himself of the sin of slaying Brahman demons Khar, Dushan and Trishira in Tapavan, which we mentioned in the last Aranakand episode. In commemoration of the event, currently here is this Ramalingeshwarar temple at the Papanasham Panchayat of Tanjivur district, about 75 kilometers from the last location. The name Papanasham came from absolution of a sin by Sri Ram. This is inside the temple. This temple has 108 Shiva lingams. From the last location at the bank of Kudamurti river, the entire army reached here at the ocean shore, travelling over 130 kilometers southeast. The belief goes that it was from this place Sri Ram had the first view of the ocean. Local story goes that Sri Ram first wanted to find a way from this location to reach the northmost land of Lanka, but due to some reasons, possibly the ocean conditions, he decided to travel further south to find a more suitable location, and along with the entire army, Sri Ram proceeded towards southern direction from this place. This place is in Nagapattinam district of Tamil Nadu, near a seaside village, Kodiyakarai, right ahead. This location is currently famous for wildlife and bird sanctuary. It is also a tourist attraction. Here there are remains of a British time lighthouse up there. The last shots were taken from the top of this lighthouse, operating till the GPS took over. He is Karthikeyan, caretaker of this lighthouse, and from him we heard a very interesting story about Sri Ram's not making a bridge from here.
राम ने इधर आया, राम ने देखा यो रावण का सीता का मीटने के लिए वो रावण का यो किला है ना वो पीछे की तरफ दिखाई दिया, इसलिए वो इधर से अटैक नहीं किया, फिर रामेश्वरम जाकर उधर से धनुषकोडी के थ्रू उधर से गया सीता का मीटने के लिए.
About 5 kilometers west from the ocean shore up there, and about 5 kilometers north from Kodiyakarai up there, currently at the highest point of the land here, is this shrine with stone footprints of Sri Ram called Ramapadam or Ramir Padam to commemorate Sri Ram's visiting here. Large numbers of devotees gather here during the second week of April every year to celebrate Ram Navami festival. This is an archaeological site and a protected monument. This is Senthil Kumar and this is his chariot. He had been taking us to all the places at this leg of the shoot. Thank you very much, Senthil. From the last location up there, the army traveled about 150 kilometers southwest along the ocean shore, you can see up there, to reach here. It is believed that Sri Ram worshipped Navagraha or 9 planets here to keep Shani Dev or Saturn calm, and also worshipped Lord Vishnu to get his blessings for the army so that the ocean could not harm them. This place is located on the ocean in Devi Pattanam, about 15 kilometers north of Ramanathapuram. Hindus perform religious rites for their forefathers here. From here, Sri Ram along with his entire army proceeded further south along the sea coast this way. Sri Ram and his army came here about 30 kilometers south of the last location, and according to the story, the entire army camped on a ocean shore believed by locals to be right here. It was here Bibhishan, Ravan's brother, being ousted by Ravan for advising him to return Sita to avoid destruction of Lanka, came with 4 of his loyal ministers through Bayumarg, whose meaning is air vent, for an alliance with Sri Ram, and in spite of suspicion, a spy from Ravan by Sugriv and Angad, Hanuman vouched for him and Sri Ram accepted Bibhishan as a friend. The story of Ravan's demon spy Shardul in disguise of a monkey, assessing Sri Ram's army strength to report to Ravan back in Lanka, and another demon spy Shuk in disguise of a bird, trying to lure Sugriv to leave Sri Ram and make friendship with Ravan, also relate to this segment. The story goes that at this point Sri Ram was completely lost how to cross the ocean to reach Lanka, and Vibhishan advised Sri Ram to worship Varundev, means god of oceans, to ask for a safe passage for his army to cross the ocean to Lanka. Sri Ram then started worship sitting on a darba grass or darbashan and prayed for 3 continuous days. The story further goes that 3 days passed, but there was no response from Varun Dev. Sri Ram got furiously angry and took his bow with dreadful Brahmastra to hit the ocean and dry it up so that the army could pass through the floor. Then the fearful Barundev appeared before Sri Ram and explained to Sri Ram that drying up the ocean would be against the nature, as all the sea animal would die, and told Sri Ram that he had Nal in his army, who was son of Vishwakarma, the architect of God, and inherited his father's skill to make a bridge over the sea. Nal did not know about this and the skill possessed by him, but he promised to make the bridge, saying, I can do it. This place is located on the ocean in Setukarai, about 15 kilometers south of Ramanathapuram. There is currently a Hanuman temple to commemorate these series of events. About 5 kilometers north of the seashore, here is this Darbashayana temple complex, whose main shrine is of Vishnu, where his Jagannath deity is worshipped. There is a shrine of Sri Ram in this temple complex, where the image of Sri Ram is in Darbashayana pose. It is locally believed that Sri Ram actually worshipped Varun Dev at this location of Darbashan, and this shrine of Sri Ram here is in commemoration of the event in this story. This is the temple inside. Inside the temple, we were looking for the Darbashana shrine, but unfortunately this temple is at this time closed and we could not get in, but found a photo of the Darbashana shrine, and here it is. On the way to the probable bridge position, Sri Ram first arrived here at about 50 kilometers east of the last location in search of the best spot to start the bridge. This is Bhulundi Tirth, and this is the spot where Sri Ram created a sweet and drinking water stream by hitting an arrow on the sea for his army. Currently, there is a well at this place inside the sea commemorating this local myth. The water is saline, but the devotees sprinkle this water on head to get Sri Ram's blessings. This place is located in Thanga Chimandam, a little north of Podelnagar and about 10 kilometers from Rameswaram on western direction. It is believed that from the last location at Bulundi Tirth, Sri Ram, Lakshman and key army personnel came here about 5 kilometers east at this highest point on a small hillock locally called Gandhamadan Parbat, a name derived from the event of Hanuman's carrying this mountain to Lanka and dropping a piece here. Local belief goes that from here Sri Ram had full surrounding view of land and sea and located the bridge start point. Nal immediately moved forward with his construction team to start the bridge. Also, it was from here Sri Ram for the first time saw the land of Lanka, today's Sri Lanka, which was only 50 kilometers away that way. Here inside this temple, there are footprints of Sri Ram, but not allowed for photography. This hillock is located about 5 kilometers from Rameswaram, and currently here is this commemorative Ram Jharoka temple. The name came from Sri Ram's viewing the surroundings, where devotees pay homage to Sri Ram's footprints imprinted on stone called Ramer Padam. This is Ramanath temple in Rameswaram, the north gate for devotee entrance. The story goes that while the bridge was under construction, Sri Ram came here and was drinking water on the seashore, and there was a celestial proclamation, "You are drinking water without worshipping me." Listening to this, Sri Ram made a Shiva Linga of sand and worshipped it and asked to be blessed so that he could vanquish Ravan. Lord Shiva blessed him accordingly. He also requested Lord Shiva to reside eternally here so that entire mankind could benefit from it. Shiva then manifested himself as the Linga and got installed here for eternity. This is the west gate of the temple. This current temple is commemorative to the event and is considered to be one of the holiest temples in India as one of the four dhams. This is the south gate of the temple. This temple was built in the 17th century, although construction started in the 12th century. This is the east and main gate of the temple, and here ahead is the main devotee entrance point. Here there are 12 lingas and 22 small ponds or kunds called tirthas inside the premises, which have waters of different flavors. Unfortunately, no kind of camera is allowed inside the temple, and this is the best we could show, although everything inside outside one can find in YouTube and can cut and paste. We have been in Rameswaram for this stretch of the shoot, and here is our abode. This place is called Jata Tirth on the way to the bridge start point. The local story goes that while waiting for the bridge to be completed, Sri Ram and Lakshman used to wash their hair, which means jata, in a pond here. This current pond is commemorative to Sri Ram's and Lakshman's washing their jata here. Currently here is a Shiva temple also. This place is located about 5 kilometers east from the Rameswaram city. This is Kothandramaswamy temple near the seaside. This is about a 1000-year-old temple dedicated to Sri Ram in commemoration of the event that Sri Ram, Lakshman and other key generals halted here while the bridge was under construction. The entire strategy for the war was devised here in consultation with Bibhishan and Shugriv. Bibhishan was also crowned here by Lakshman with sea water in presence of entire jubilant army as the future king of Lanka, and Bibhishan also promised to assist him as much as he could in the war. This temple was located about 15 kilometers east from Rameswaram. Little kulfi break during the shoot. This is Haji Ali Khan and this is his chariot. He has been taking us to the places at this leg of the shoot. Thank you very much, Haji. When the bridge is constructed, the whole army marched this way east toward the bridge starting point. Unfortunately, the cars were not allowed in this road and it was stopped about 7 kilometers behind the possible bridge start point. And when there is a will, there is a way. We are walking exactly like the Sri Ram's army. Still walking, Bay of Bengal this side and Indian Ocean this side. Finally, we reached the end point of our walk and the army came this way from west. This location is Dhanushkodi. It was here where two oceans meet. Nal spotted the shortest route and Kamsi to build the bridge, and he started construction with his army, starting with collecting material needed. The story goes that all the trees around were uprooted and piled on the shore of the sea. Huge rocks from nearby mountain were carried and placed on the sea. Hanuman also joined to fly large boulders. The bridge was constructed in 5 days only, 14% on first day, 20% on second day, and so on. Sri Ram crossed over and proceeded towards Lanka with his entire army using this bridge. By this time, the journey from Ayodhya reached over 4,000 kilometers and the time spent was around 13 years and 10 months. Before we proceed further, it may be appropriate to mention that NASA with modern satellite technology have actually unearthed an ancient bridge connected India to modern day Sri Lanka. Lots of rocks are still above sea level in this stretch from here to Sri Lanka's nearest land. Also, as we mentioned in the last episode, that current Sri Lanka is not at a distance of 100 jojona or 1250 kilometers, but we are following the current local beliefs and considering Sri Lanka with ample landmarks as Ravana's Lanka. And Sri Lanka is just 50 kilometers that way. Here our crew became a bit holy and collected holy water from Dhanushkodi. And the last look of Ramayana's Dhanushkodi. To recap once more this stretch of travel on the map, this is again the map of Tamil Nadu. After crossing Kaveri river here, Sri Ram Lakshman with the entire army proceeded towards southern direction to find ocean shore here at Kodiyakadai. From here they proceeded southwest to reach here at Sedukadai when Bibhishan came to meet Sri Ram and Sri Ram worshipped god of ocean Varun Dev to find a way to reach Lanka. The army then with Bibhishan proceeded east to reach here in Rameswaram and made a bridge to reach Lanka with the entire army. And from here Sri Ram proceeded to Lanka this way. To recap on the India map, Sri Ram started journey here from Ajodhya and travelling through all these places by this time reached here in Dhanushkodi.